Hey everyone, I want to talk about elephant money today, and in particular, Stampede trunk. There are various different aspects to elephant money, and to try and keep things simple, I just want to focus on the Stampede element, which is it's the equivalent of the Furvault in Furio, or what's it called in Drip? The Faucet in Drip. I would say. I don't think I'm doing it a disservice by likening it to those two daily ROI platforms. So when you arrive on the Elephant Money website, elephant.money, just head straight over to Stampede, Trunk Stampede, and the bit that you want to be looking at is the Stampede perpetual bonds. Whenever you bond your trunk tokens, they're locked, just like in Furio when you put them into the Furvault, or Drip when you put them into the Faucet, and they start earning. Currently they're earning 75 point something percent APR, which is fantastic. It was higher than that. Trunk used to be pegged to the dollar. I suppose we would still say that it is an algorithmic stablecoin, but it has lost its dollar value, or its dollar peg. There was a time when you could buy and sell trunk for $1, and I've got a substantial amount bonded in the Stampede contract there, nearly 3,600 trunk tokens. They have no value while they're locked in that, because I can't withdraw them, just like with Drip and Furio. Can't withdraw those. All I can access is the daily rewards. And the daily rewards currently are nowhere near as high as they used to be. Once the trunk token gets back to its dollar peg, the APR of this will go back up to 205%. It's variable at the moment, just to help the whole system recover from, unfortunately, an exploit that happened in April. I think it was April. It was a flash loan exploit. Very unfortunate, but won't be happening again, because the system has been, well, I'm going to say bulletproofed. I think that's fair to say. The way that the whole thing works now has been changed so that can never happen again. What it means, though, is you've got an opportunity now to buy cheap trunk. So I'll show you how this works. Go to Peanuts, and just tells us down here, where's it gone? It says Peanuts multiplies bonding up to four times when under peg. So when the value of trunk is under $1, Peanuts will multiply the BUSD that you deposit by up to 4. Now it won't be anywhere near that at the moment, because the value of trunk is nicely increasing. I'll just show you down here at the bottom of the page. It's 36 cents currently. It's not long ago that it was only about 25 cents or 22 cents even. So it's working its way back towards the dollar value. Once it gets the dollar value, there's no gain to be had from buying through Peanuts. You'll be paying $1 for a trunk, but at the moment you can buy trunk tokens for a lot less than $1. I'm not sure how to show you that. Do I have to type something in here? There we go. 1 BUSD equals 2.761 trunk. So if I just copy that, get the calculator. I was playing around earlier with, if I put 500 BUSD in and multiply that by 500. Hang on, let's start again. 500 multiplied by 2.761. You're going to get 1,380 trunk tokens for your $500 at the moment, which means eventually those trunk tokens would cost you, were you to buy them once the trunk returns to its dollar peg, they would cost you 1,380, but you can buy them for just $500 at the moment. I don't know if I've explained that very well. You're basically buying trunk at a massive discount currently. So well, you're buying it for effectively for 33 cents per token, or 36 cents per token, and that value, you can't ever access that value. But what you can do is rely on the fact that this system is really robust now, and the type of exploit that happened back in April is not going to be possible again. There's a lot happening in this ecosystem in order to get Trunk back to its dollar peg. Once that happens, everything that you've got bonded in the Stampede contract will be earning 205% APR, 0.56% per day compoundable. The potential here is massive to grow a balance which is going to pay you a significant amount of fresh Trunk tokens every day, which you will then ultimately be able to sell for $1 each, just like you can with Drip. Think of it like Drip, like the Faucet in Drip or the Furvault in Furio. We can look forward to some price appreciation, but only to the point that we get back to the dollar peg. That's the highest we can expect the Trunk token price to go. What it means is once we get back to that peg, you can forecast with accuracy what your investment is going to be worth down the line. And 0.56% compoundable interest each day is a significant amount, especially when we're talking about a virtual stablecoin. So where there's no fear of the price completely crashing and no concern over later investors getting in at a much higher price. Everyone knows the price they're going to be paying once we're back to the dollar peg. I think it's a fantastic opportunity right now to diversify your DeFi portfolio. And I'm not going to tell you what amount you should invest in this. That's entirely down to you. I think of this as my pension. And ultimately I believe it will pay out in the hundreds of thousands plus dollars. Talking dollars. Once we get back to peg, we're talking dollars, not cents. We're not talking tokens, we're talking dollars. When one Trunk is $1, if I'm earning, ultimately, let's say I'm earning 50 Trunk a day. It's $50 a day. That's $1,500 a month that I can easily exchange, knowing that I'll exchange them for $1 each Trunk. It's actually very awesome. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention in case you're not aware of this. The whole system can be a bit confusing, which is why I've only focused on the Stampede perpetual bonds. There are other aspects to elephant money. I don't want to confuse anybody. So just focus on this. At the moment, you've got the opportunity to buy through the peanuts option here, where your BUSD will buy you significantly more than one Trunk per BUSD. It's a really good time to start this and get a head start. Build a pot of Trunk that will ultimately reward you significantly through the daily ROI. You know what I mean, anyway. So any questions, you're welcome to ask me. I'm not an expert on elephant money. I put my hand up to that. I like it. I've been investing in this since December 2021. And I do have a lot of faith that this could be a great source of substantial passive income for me in the future. Buying now through peanuts is a fabulous opportunity to build a pot which will later have significant value. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You've got to play the long game with this one. And I don't suggest you chuck your life savings into it, but I think that might not be a bad idea if you want to chuck a ton of money. I think institutional money will be coming to Elephant Money soon. I think it's once institutions realise just how solid it is and how much potential it has, I think a lot of big investors are going to be heading this way. So I don't think it'd be very long before the trunk token gets back to its dollar value. Back to its dollar peg. And I think it could be a really good one. Let's call it a slow burner. Something to have in the background that could really make a big impact on your journey to financial freedom in the future. So that's all I've got for you today for Elephant Money. I hope you found this helpful. If you have, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and please leave me a comment, even if you just want to tell me that I've confused the hell out of you or I didn't do a great job. All comments are welcome. All comments are good for the algorithm. And even if you just want to tell me where you've been watching from, I'd appreciate that. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Over and out.